Morning, it's Sunday morning, Sunday Parshas Vayikra. I saw there's something that comes out every Friday called Ben Gavra Legavra. It's a collection of many articles on the Parsha or on the topic of the day. So I saw an interesting thought. I think it was by someone of Kaufman. In last week's parsha, it said, "Nefesh ki sakriv korban mincha Hashem," and Rashi says that every korban is an ishe, a fire offering, a reich nichoach. It's a pleasing smell to Hashem. It doesn't matter whether you brought cattle, or you brought sheep or goat, or you brought a bird, or even if you brought a mincha. Whether you brought a larger korban or a smaller korban, the ikar is that you are mechavan l'shamayim. In fact, regarding the mincha, which is the least expensive of the korbanos, the Torah says nefesh ki takriv, and Rashi says, since a person couldn't really bring so much, he was poor, therefore he brought a flour offering, but Hashem considers it as if he brought his soul, because since he couldn't afford more, then it's like he brought his soul. So this Rabbi Kaufman said an interesting thought. Some people are naturally very inspired, and some people are great scholars, and some people know a lot, and some people are very holy, and some people are whatever reason, and some people are not. Some people, maybe if they're very busy or they're very disturbed, they find it hard to be inspired. They find it hard to do a lot, and they're not so learned, and they don't understand so much. But at their level, they're trying to do the best they can, and they're davening and they're learning and giving their little bit. So that's also nefesh ki takriv. That's also a person who doesn't own much. Sometimes you don't own much in material goods, and sometimes you don't own much in the ability to express your spirituality. But nevertheless, you say, Rebbeinu Shalom, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. I do acknowledge that there's a God in the world. You stand in Shemon Esrei, you say, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu v'Elokei Aviseinu. You have in mind, Hashem is our God, you're standing before Him, and you're doing the best you can. That too, Echad Amar B'Echad Amamed, whether you did a lot or you did a little. The most important thing is that you thought and concentrated and tried to do your best for God in heaven. And that counts. And that counts. And sometimes it counts more than anything else. I thought that was very moving, very touching. I also had a thought over Shabbat. You know, this is a time people are indoors, people are stuck, people are suffering. And therefore people are motivated to do chesed. And that's a wonderful thing. I just want to explain maybe something about chesed. It says, V'olachta b'drachav, you should go in God's ways. The same way that Hashem is Racham, you should be Racham. The same way Hashem is Chanan, you should be Chanan. The same way that Hashem is Goyim l'chasadim, you should be Goyim l'chasadim. But how is Hashem Goyim l'chasadim? Hashem is Goyim l'chasadim out of love. Hashem is Haboicher b'Ama Yisrael b'Ahava. He's Ohev Ama Yisrael. He loves the Bnei Yisrael, and therefore, whatever he does for the Bnei Yisrael, the chasadim that Hashem does, He does from love. So therefore, the same way, when a person does chesed for someone else, it's important to do it the way Hashem does it, to do it out of love. To do chesed for someone else, sometimes people resent others who do chesed for them, because they feel that somebody's doing mitzvahs with me. You know, my mother had an expression, I'm not your esrig. You know, just like you shake an esrig, you shake a lulav, so now you're doing a mitzvah with somebody and he becomes the object of your chesed, he becomes the object of your mitzvah. People are not objects. A shofar is an object of a mitzvah, a lulav is an object of a mitzvah, a matzah is an object of a mitzvah. The person is a human being. And therefore when you do chesed, it's v'holachta b'drachav, you do chesed the way Hashem does chesed. Hashem does chesed because He loves the people he does chesed for. And that's the way to do chesed. It's interesting, some of the boys who have enlisted wrote before they enlisted that they're going in with a strong feeling of Ahavas Yisrael, of a Ben Adam L'Chaveiroi. I thought that was very, very telling. They didn't go in saying, I'm going to do a lot of chesed. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. But the chesed they will do will be an expression of their Ben Adam L'Chaveiroi. The chesed they will do will be an expression of their Ahavas Yisrael. And that's really doing chesed the way Hashem does chesed. He is Boicher Ba'ama Yisrael Bi'ahava. Anyway, I wish you a good week, a good day and a good week, and everybody should stay healthy and safe. Hashem should watch over Shomer Amma Yisrael La'ad.